trying to remember if there's any unit missing.
Trying to remember what?
No crack rocks.
No crack rocks. Oh, I know how
One
that
crack
is, too.
rock. Let's go.
You two farm crack rocks. We farm. My goodness, those are some tits.
Yeah, I'm in here playing real games. Two other jerks in here
There we go.
playing their gotchas.
Yeah, here in Arknights we farm what appears to be max revives from Pokemon.
Rayman, look what the pirates.
I don't
Yes.
remember if this was voiced or not. I played the PC version. There's a trillion different versions of Rayman 2. They're all very different.
Tell me that's not a max revive.
A dark place, teeming with fierce
I got
monsters.
the Oh well.
I can't remember if I can reuse teams in between each of them.
They've taken everything and reduced our people to
Also doesn't help I'm eating a salad. Man, this is a really slap-shot production this evening.
Search for innocent prey.
You're doing great, Billy.
What? Harry, you're part of the problem. You're playing your stupid booty game.
And?
Don't make me put another gotcha on. I'll do it.
800? I thought it was 1,000 lumps.
I'll put on wizardry. Don't make me do it.
Okay, I can just use my strongest team. Whatever.
You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope.
Blah 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 blah. I should have done the other person's ability.
Well, it's gonna leak, isn't it?
Hello, Bubs.
You're just in time, Bubs.
Wake up, Rayman. I will send you some help.
Well, I'll just use Nexus instead of Flame Pill, and this strat works up the green.
Time for what? Their daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our floating disembodied dicks.
I remember an absolutely hilarious feed thread about what Rayman's dink would look like. There's a Rayman 3 ad where he's like peeing at a urinal and the two guys next to him are amazed and it's some like bigger and better joke. You know those old magazine ads, but then people are like, wait a minute, what does it look like?
Looks amazing.
It's like a polygon,
hit
or is it
with
like?
Well,
Oh,
it was 3,
wow,
so it
they're
should be around.
voice acted in this one. I remember in the PC version, they just made like Banjo-Kazooie noises.
You're not streaming, by the way.
Oh,
Those are my favorite, by the way.
No, I don't have enough.
you guys
Yeah,
like
well,
Rayman. Oh, this
Game is
Globox
too
voice is not
hard.
cool.
I like barely got past the mosquito boss.
I'm a huge Rayman fan. I've never played it.
Oh.
I don't
I do
really
it's a
think
good
that
game, though.
happens. I'm pretty sure most Rayman fans have played Rayman.
Hi, Hoff. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I mean it is solid.
The only
It's a hot night tonight.
the only
it seems.
rough Rayman game is 1, and I think it's because it's like at the tail end of the like screw you over platformers like Plock.
Yes.
So it's
How many-
it's pretty hard.
What's going on? I can't see.
Oh, hang on, I think I got it because I went full screen. I gotta change the window again.
Okay, good. That wasn't just me.
Yeah,
Because I could see the preview, but not the
I
actual
think
screen.
that.
Now it works.
There we go.
I was
Yeah.
getting the audio, but just
Yeah.
blackness. Yep, there we go.
He's scribbling.
He's scribbling it up. Go, Globox, go! I love you.
This is the PlayStation version, is it not?
Yes. Huge. As I explained,
forget
not only in this video, but in at least 8 others, huge differences between all the Rayman 2 versions. I played this PC
Kind of
version.
insane, actually.
I played the PC version. This one, I'm not sure what all the differences are, actually. I know there's voice
The
acting.
demo of I had the demo for the PC version, but I played it for real on the Nintendo 64. And also, I had the remake on PS2.
Yeah, the PS2
forget
remake
what-
changes a lot of things. It like adds like an overworld, slightly changes a few levels, mostly just adds a lot of stuff like mini games and stuff and like power ups.
Did that already. I'll be back. I'm gonna brush my teeth and swap back to my laptop.
Good night.
Also, a Spyro 2 situation going on here with a second. Oh yeah, they got the pizza tower noise.
One.
Where the second game introduces a lot of characters that stick around for quite a while.
Unlike Spyro, this is a much different game, as opposed to just kind of different.
Yeah, all of the mainline Rayman titles vastly differ in several aspects from each other. Tone, gameplay. Yeah, all of them are good.
I guess so.
You can turn your helicopter into a hare.
Right. Well, I think that's it for tonight.
Alright, good night.
Good night. Have fun, farm.
What were these game developers eating paint chips?
I didn't think he was talking to Neb for a second, and I thought he was doing a joke. Like, okay, this is a video game for me tonight.
Oh yes, oddly enough,
Yep.
Globox's children do not show up again, even though I'm pretty sure he's listed as having 1,000. Exactly 1,000.
There's even a level where you have to rescue them from the pirates.
Yeah, that's way later, actually.
You kind of sound like Billy Crystal.
Kids, you're great and all, but I need to go find the hot French fairy, okay?
Understandable.
They had accidents.
All 1,000 of them?
See, I
Have you
went on a
seen
field trip.
Globox? Would you really be that surprised to hear all of his children had like hamster deaths?
Yeah, they're just eating drywall and stuff. I could believe it.
They were sealed in a cave and forced to fight each other for a year. And the last one came out, and then he disappeared.
These Hunger Games sequels are getting fucking
These
weird.
Mr. Beast videos getting real. The same grunting noise 4 times in a row is sound design.
It's my favorite kind of sound design.
The
Get it off.
Teensies! I only just now realized this joke with these guys is even funnier because this is a French game. Now I'm the one in charge.
Come on, who's the king?
The king?
My boy.
Stop! I absolutely must see Lee. Do you know
I like
where
these
she
guys.
is?
Oh yeah,
Good
TCs are
solid
great.
scrim below.
A good solid bit.
This is not easy to say, but I have to tell you this. The pirates
They kind of
have
dropped this
taken
joke
every
about them
secret
fighting
passage
over who's the king
and they've
after
lost
this
her
game,
one of
but
her
the Teensies still
strongholds.
stick around.
To find her, you'll need to go
They're your,
to
you know,
Hall of Doors.
Yeah.
the little magical guys that help you,
It leads
the
to
hero,
many
do
other
stuff
worlds.
but can't
Only
fight
we, the
themselves.
Teensies, know how to get there. The passage requires
I swear they did it in the intro of 3, but that's about it.
prepare yourself for a great journey.
I can't remember.
Could be.
There is also a joke
well,
skin. There's a joke skin in Origins where you can get King Teensy the First, and he's like a super decrepit, you know, zombie.
No, just
But that's about it.
Zorch.
oh boy, are we going to the disco dimension?
Regrettably,
No,
no.
not yet.
Aw. This might be the only one of the trilogy that doesn't have any sort of disco dimension. The first one also had the weird like dance segment.
Also had a candy world that was only one level.
The Fairy Glade.
Yeah, the PC demo I had just the last section of this level.
That's a very
Huh.
small demo.
Also, I'm missing it. It's been a while since I've touched it. What pizza tower noise were we hearing?
The taunt noise. I swore it played.
Oh. I'm sure it'll come up like at some point.
Rayman. Don't go.
Am I tripping, or is this less detailed than other versions of this game?
It's
I mean,
definitely,
the
it definitely
PS1
looks a little rougher. I remember the PC version looked a lot better.
I remember the Nintendo 64 version looking a lot better.
That would make sense.
Rayman. These red lumps, is that like I can get hurt yet?
Fall damage, maybe.
I don't think there's fall damage in
Oh,
this
there
one,
it was.
actually. Slop.
Lime.
Grab the green lumps.
I don't recognize this at all.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to the home.
Send him to the home.
No more slop.
That's it. I'm shutting you down.
But slopping, it's all I know. Oh boy, swimming.
Oh, this swimming is fantastic.
Aren't these game designers wonderful?
Oh, hang in there, Rayman. Whoa, they got these things in this one. No way. I completely forgot. They're like, I almost said badniks. That's not right.
Is that really a word for enemies in this?
Electoons is the good ones. I think like Dark Toons is the bad one. So why would they have those but not like the good pink ones? Explain that one. Wait, there it was.
They're on vacation.
That
Oh
one
yeah, I heard it.
It's budget.
Also heard it in that one Lisa track.
Oh yeah.
Lisa uses a lot of noises, to be fair. Mostly noises. The fairies are another thing that just showed up. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Rayman 3 pissed off people that were like really big on the second one. Because it does a lot of here's something from 2 that
That's
shows up in
true,
the
yeah.
intro,
For
and
those
then-
that were like super deep invested in the Rayman lore, I'm sure some of them weren't happy with it. I had a great time both as a child and an adult. But...
and these specific piranhas.
These piranha designs have not changed no matter what Rayman you're playing. For some reason, though, that was the one sacred... Like, guys, we gotta have the piranhas.
What about the chicken zombies?
There's the lowest quality GIF of a pirate robot you've ever seen. Go to your. I've already forgotten the joke. The like personal pages from the '90s.
That would be directly underneath a hit counter.
Yeah.
Ah,
Robot.
This is what I recognize.
Yeah.
Robot. Already, this is vastly different because I don't. Where's a little green bugman?
Yeah, there was supposed to be a side passage there.
Huh.
Well, I give up. I guess I'll just leave all 18,000 of those slaves in that ship. Oh no, yeah, he blew up the hole. Use your shadow when you Oh yeah.
You heard it first. Billy supports slavery.
I mean, if it's hard to get rid of, sure. If it would be more work to just save the slaves, then.
So this is where this. So this section is where the demo on PC began.
All right, Abe Lincoln, calm down.
I would say Rayman needs to work on his cardio, but I don't really know how he functions.
Yeah, not really sure how you have an air gauge either. Like,
How's it getting into
how
your
do you
lungs,
breathe
Rayman?
normally?
He needs to increase his magnetism, and he'll be fine.
What are we doing, like ham on now?
He needs to eat more
Rayman with
iron.
ham on would actually be pretty strong.
I don't know
Then
how
he can
that.
have all the star finger he wants. Can you imagine the range? Stretchy arms and extendo fingers.
Well, how would he channel it through his arms if it's not touching his body?
There's some sort of connection there.
Something. Why? Why this? Is this unique to this version? They even turn into
Maybe.
eyeballs. What the heck is that? It's a freaking chicken.
It's Clucker.
But it's like a chicken. I guess we'll see another one. Look like a lizard, maybe.
Why did he dissolve into nothing?
I think that's just to indicate him leaving.
Oh, okay.
People that are imprisoned usually don't want to hang out where they were imprisoned.
Unless you're a Grand Theft Auto character.
This is another one of those
Or,
situations where I've never felt more of a disconnect to like society. The number of people that are like the lamenting and gnashing of teeth because GTA 6 was delayed. It's just like a lizard chicken.
I'm just amazed I felt nothing at the trailer.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I usually don't watch trailers anyways. I don't like to poison is the wrong word. Influence my idea of a game, even for games I want to see.
Ain't your opinion?
Yeah, it's the metal clunk
I saw a
sound.
game that would be very U-core today, but for the life of me, I can't remember. But it's only a
Me-core.
Kickstarter. It's another one of those explore 'em up games that's probably in some manner of wasteland.
This is the only game the robots pirates show up in, except for Rayman Arena, which is a party game, and a single Easter egg in 3.
Also a racing game for some reason. One of the only two on-foot racers I can think of.
Yeah, that's Rayman Arena.
Yeah.
Oh hey, French fairy. That they somehow designed even more risque and, frankly, geez, what is the timeline? What is the time difference between 2 and Origins? What, 15 years?
Let me see. Pretty sure it's been longer since 3 to Origins than, longer from Origins to now than 3 to Origins.
Came around. Origins came out around the same time as Mario 3D Land, didn't it?
Golly.
2011.
Still about 10 years, give or take.
2011 and then Legends was 2013. I should really play the those two.
You maybe don't need to play Legends because it's basically just like a Doom 2 tier expansion pack, but definitely play Origins. Legends
I
doesn't
like
even
Doom
have
2.
a plot. You start off and immediately get sent into like pick a level zone. I think Origins was called so because it's like to try and tie together all the Rayman games somehow. Like tie one. I'm stupid. I can't. Never good enough. So that's
One
like.
century after.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, it's just the plot is indeed like a single paragraph. That
Basically,
makes no
yeah.
sense.
Origins is like, again, it tries to tie 1 and 2 together. That's why the like hunters, the like safari hunters show up. And there's like a reference to Mr. Dark.
Lee, are you okay?
Oh, Rayman, at last. I was afraid Globox had failed.
Rayman.
He gave me the silver lump, but we got separated. I need to find him and get rid of the pirates. But to do that, I'll need all of my powers.
I'm too weak to give you back all your powers. The pirates broke the heart of the world into 800 lumps. And combining the energy has become very difficult. But there may be another solution. Have you ever heard of Polycus?
Gesundheit.
No.
He's the spirit of the world.
Is that that arcade
His
machine that kills you?
powers are immense. He could help you defeat the pirates. Unfortunately, he has been secluded for many years. But there is a legend which says he could be awakened if you reunite the 4 masks.
Polycus shows up again.
The 4 masks?
He's in
These
Origins,
masks
actually.
are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them before the pirates.
Regrettably,
leave.
however, they
This
only
is
made
our
2.
last chance.
I still think Mask
I'll
2 is,
help
or
you
Son of the
with
Mask is pretty
energy
good.
I've gathered.
That is kind of a ridiculous take. But
What?
okay, Billy.
I watched it and I enjoyed it.
A silver lump? I'll have a new power! Yahoo!
Now you can grab onto the
Ridiculous
purple
take,
lumps.
really?
Good luck, Rayman.
I've watched it and all I remember is the opening and you know, the baby just doing all the Looney Tune homages.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, how you doing?
Found all sorts of weirdos in these cages.
That's how teleportation
okay.
works, by the way. You didn't know?
I don't know. I've Kazatsky kicked for a fair amount of time, and Team Fortress has never done that.
Well, you gotta do it with a teensy. Oddly enough, I don't think there's a reward for 100%ing the game.
Huh.
Or again, maybe it's one of those things that differ by version.
Welcome back, Rayman. So, did you guys figure it out? Are you the
think so.
More organized now.
You know, they take turns.
They've discovered democracy.
Listen carefully. There's a small problem. The pirates are also looking for the masks.
Ain't this just the plot of Crash 4?
Unfortunately, the masks don't give you any additional powers.
And also Wrath of Cortex.
Oh yeah, they did just... And then they just turned Crunch into Mr. T.
It's so bizarre.
I thought it was funny enough, but also I was like 12.
Before you go, I must say something to you. The masks are watched over by very powerful guards.
There was probably like 4 people on the internet very upset by that.
Oh well.
Ordered them to eliminate all intruders.
I played both of the Crash of the Titans game and I had a good enough time.
Of all the masks.
I played the first one and I had no right time. I was not crazy on most of the redesign.
The only design I'm not huge on is the Aku Aku and Uka Uka. Everybody else was alright enough. Oh yeah, here's Sam with 3 S's, who also never shows up again.
I thought this door was supposed to come after the next 2 levels.
We're gonna keep misremembering things, because this game is never the same ever. Like,
Fucking
look,
Berenstain.
this
Oh, hey,
dude's just
Murphy.
been
Boy
reduced...
Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy's just been reduced to a generic guy in a cage.
I was wondering where he was.
Me too.
I think we just talked over the fucking bird up noise too.
We probably did. That sounds like a swamp noise.
Nah, Murphy just does that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is Murphy's noise. He makes the bird up noise in Rayman 2. I forgot.
Damn.
There's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
How can I ever thank you?
Forget it, Sam.
That's not how you pronounce his name.
How good it feels to stretch out. Sensational.
You can't only do some of your S's. Cheating.
It's like a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing.
Sorry, Rayman, I don't know what you're talking about.
Slickback.
But I did see Globox get captured by 2 pirates. They took him somewhere out beyond the marshes. If you like, I can help you get over to the other side.
Also a good reason not to do
You
100%
can
of the
browse
lums
my
is because you
by shooting at it. Then
there's
press
sections like
Oh,
these
boy.
where you gotta like die and go back.
Come on, let's go.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Yeah, see, already I missed one, so what I had. Oh, there's the zombie chickens.
Oh, they are in every game. What the hell?
That and the piranhas, like for some reason, are like sacred.
Told you.
It really is bizarre what things like
Ouchie ouch.
continue to be in this franchise.
Even Rayman had a slight redesign. He had a hoodie instead of his scarf. But just the like hood part of the hoodie, like none of the rest of it.
Yeah, kind of a. I always thought it looked a little weird. Like nothing to get upset over, but just
Yeah,
why?
I thought it was pretty cool actually. I think I prefer that design.
They just put drawstrings on his
Yeah,
scarf.
they just put drawstrings on him.
He became a
Look
SoundCloud
at that!
rapper.
Look at that piranha go.
I would listen to Rayman's SoundCloud. You open one of these cages and it's DJ spits. Robot's putting smoke up my head, man. Like, look, how do you get that? That's insane.
You might have to take a hit.
I don't think you can. I think a hit just kills you in this section. Or whatever happened there. I could have swore we're gonna do this so many times. In this game, it's see, look, I messed up. I could have
Did
swore it
you?
was 1,000 lums when I played this game. In this one, it's 800.
Yeah,
It was
I think lum
1,000.
counts. Yeah, the lum counts different on games. We got the most fucking Berenstain ass universe game ever made. God damn it.
It's insane, dude.
I can't really comment though, because despite owning it, I never actually played that much of it. That's the case with a few of the PC games I owned. And I think
You know how
that's Star Wars
fast Sam
noise.
has to be going to, like, for Rayman to be doing this?
I'm on speed.
So long. Come and see me again if you can.
Oh no, now I feel so sad.
I promise I will.
No, Sam! He never appears again.
I will miss you.
Oh no,
my friend.
Sam!
Me too. No time to lose.
Bye, Sam. It's like how Rayman became friends with it's not Mr. Mosquito, because Mr. Mosquito's the red one that's a boss, but there's his Mosquito. Wait, no, they do show up again. That's an Origins. Never mind.
Also having a weird cameo in the clearing for some reason.
I wonder if the cartoon's any good. I know they only made like 4 episodes.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. I know that much. I also remember from Rayman.
Which is also, it's also, I believe, wildly different from everything else. On the bayou.
Louisiana!
Only bayou after
Meanwhile-
on bayou self.
In Rayman 1, there's like... I don't know how to explain it. The Rayman race, there's like a Tar Rayman who's literally just Rayman but Tarzan, and then the musician. Wow, they got 6,000 more slaves since I escaped. These dudes are... They're running a smooth operation.
You'll pay for that, soldier.
But is it a believable number?
Good grief, it's Yosemite Sam.
He has made it to the swamp.
What? You incompetent imbecile! Send the warship and destroy him. He mustn't get his grubby hands on the 4 masks.
I promise we're not going to spend the next 8 hours just pointing out differences, but this one actually matters. In that cutscene, in some versions, he eats a yellow lum, and the counter goes down to 999.
I do remember that from the PC one.
But you can find that missing lum in the most logical place possible. There's a hidden area in the Land of the Dead episode where you can find that, and then the counter goes back to 1,000. So you can get all 1,000 lums.
I did not know that one though.
It,
That's
like, it's
pretty cool.
really hidden, though. Like, you're not going to find them unless you know where to look for it.
That's pretty neat.
Surely these cannonballs would be more effective if they just didn't have, like, little propellers. What if you just, like, shot me?
I will say, for like as schizophrenic as this series is, there is very much like an overarching dark fantasy tone that gets kind of lost after 3. It's like obviously the Rabbids happened, but even like Legends feels more. I'm not really sure what to call it. Like not even less whimsical, just like a different energy to it,
Yeah.
kind of more manic than.
Manic's a good word, I think. I wonder how far they got in development on 4, because the Rabbids were supposed to be the main enemy of that. There's at least one trailer. To
Was
be
the
quite
sex
honest,
the sex bomb thing came from that though, right? Wasn't it, or was that a test?
I think that
3?
was a 3 thing. I'm not sure though. on, Rayman, get it. Jump, Mario, jump.
You may need to fall to get that.
Well, how do I... But I can bounce them, look. Yep.
It's Murphy
Thanks,
again.
Murphy. Well, I mean, there's gonna be more than one Murphy.
You got murphed.
Get murphed, idiot.
Okay, so it's a little bit of both. Like, it was made using, like, the promotional animation models for 3, but it was supposed to be like an animation test for 4.
Okay. I also saw a trailer for... Actually, I'm not even sure if trailer is the right word, but it was. Either way... Oh, dang, he got me.
Wham.
Oh, dang, he
Oh
got
god,
me.
they spawned you right there. Oh dang, he got me. Trailer for what now?
For 4, where the power-ups were just kind of weird. One of them was that, like, put you in a generic grandma outfit. And another one turned you into, like, a goth with a mohawk. And you were fighting rabbits, just frankly, most of that was probably, I don't know, just insane, even by this series' weird standards for change.
Yeah, that feels like things that came like the halfway point between
forget
becoming
it,
a
let's just
rabbit
make
thing
rabbits. Well, I guess I gotta start the whole level over.
I feel like I've softened on the rabbits over the years. Again, I was never that big on this franchise to begin with, so it wasn't like...
I mean, the first Rabbids game is
oh my
alright, but... It's not really their fault Rayman didn't get any games either anyways. Like, they could have made a Rabbids game and a Rayman game. There's nothing mutually inclusive about these. Whoa!
And it's Ubisoft, so it's kind of a sometimes dead is better situation.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, after Rayman was eating sushi off of a cow, and I don't mean a cowgirl like a girl in a cowboy hat, I mean like a woman that is also a cow, off her naked body, and then did crack, maybe dead is better.
Minor Cody Rhodes is also in that show.
Oh yeah.
And Kenny.
The hilarious joke from the Ubisoft TV show being, haha, isn't it funny how Rayman hasn't gotten a game?
Yeah, I'm cracking up over here.
I'm dying laughing.
They make me laugh, but I get it.
I really just... Yep, there's the noise.
Yo, you watch Murphy.
The worst on television. Like, I just...
There's another
Roger
cage
Rabbit's
here.
fine, I'm just gonna say that right now, but its consequences have been a disaster for storytelling. I have never been huge on the, like, trope of the what if cartoon or video game people were just celebrities.
It's been kind of funny sometimes, but I can't think of anything right now. I wish the camera would let me look around a bit so I could find this cage, but you can I'm using the right D-pad. You can shoot if you just waggle it back and forth.
Neat.
What about those fake outtakes that Pixar movies used to have?
I mean, those are pretty funny. And that's not, like, the whole core premise of any of those movies. That's just a funny.
Oh, it's like a core premise for, like, a show or something? Yeah, that never really... I mean, I guess that's what Wreck-It Ralph is, and I love that movie.
Wasn't that the premise of Drawn Together?
A little different. I'm thinking more like, again, Roger Rabbit or that awful Chip and Dale movie.
Oh yeah, the Chip and Dale thing. That was weird.
Or what they love doing for Looney Tunes instead of just having them be cartoon people.
I like the idea of like punch clock guys. Like Venture Bros
Well,
got a little bit into that, and then like Sam and I forget what the dog's name is because it's not
Ralph.
Coyote.
Sam and
Yeah,
Ralph.
Sam and Ralph.
It's... Oh no, I that's also different.
Sam's sheepdog.
Yeah, Sam's sheepdog. That's a little different, and I also love those shorts are pretty good. Because that's more of like the concept is that just the act of being a cartoon, the act of being a like cartoon shenaniganizer is just a 9 to 5. It's not a showbiz thing. You're not an actor. You just are a wolf, and your job is that you go terrorize sheep. It's also weird, they got a video game.
Yes.
Which I imagine might have been confusing for kids at that point, because I feel like if you're a kid, you just think, well, this is Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, the only difference was Sam had a red nose, right?
Pretty much. I think he might also have fangs. Fucked up. Game's got some good music.
It does. Nothing you probably like listen to for like work or something, but ambience. It adds a lot of ambience.
Yeah.
Wait, do the
Is that that
TZ cages
soul
not
thing?
count for the TZ cages? Do not count for cages in a level. That's weird.
I guess because it's mandatory. I don't know. Yeah, I would have made however the heck you leave them something different. Whatever.
Help.
Help.
What's that?
What's these?
I wonder if Cave of Bad Dreams is going to be any different. We're already at Whale Bay? Jeez, we're moving fast. What's the bonus?
Yeah, I recall Whale Bay came much, much later.
Walk of life.
Man, what even... Screw Rayman. When the hell is Ubisoft bringing back Chess Master?
I'm also waiting on Fumschroff to remember that they own Cookies and Cream.
Or,
Although they might pull a, oh, what's that robot game they also are in charge of?
Armored Core.
Yeah, what if they pull an Armored Core with it and they turn Cookies and Cream into a Dark Souls as well?
No.
The only thing we know how to
Or
do
Pets.
anymore.
Or, Hasbro Family Game Night.
I just want
Expect a
chef
cookies and
mark.
cream. Expect a cookies and cream cameo in Elden Ring Night Rain.
Be lucky to get even that.
Or fucking Red Steel.
Oh yeah, are they the Red Steel guys?
They are the
Yeah.
Red Steel guys.
Ubisoft is.
Wow.
You made it.
Or a proper Might and Magic game.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Might and Magic's kind of. How many Might and Magic games have there been? There's been a lot.
They're also usually just publishers, but still.
There's been a trillion Might and Magic games.
There's
Not
been
counting Heroes and Dark Messiah.
Exactly, yeah.
There's been 10, I believe, 8 heroes, and then like Dark Messiah and Warriors and so
I will
on
say
and so
though,
forth.
the idea of like spoiler, it's not even that huge a spoiler. It happens in almost every Might and Magic. There's usually a demon faction, and the big twist at the end is that they end up being aliens. Like Earth is just one of several planets that's in a fight between some bad aliens and some good aliens.
Also, I had it for some reason because I don't think I had any other RPGs on any of my computer shit at all. Otherwise,
Crap.
The Zine duology was always really fucking neat to me.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
think the
two
like
games, but
demon planet is called Zine. Crap.
yeah, it's specifically the two games that you can like play one after the other.
As a small child, this is the worst game for like an 8-year-old to play, because they're like wizardry tier in terms of not okay, maybe not that bad. My Magic, the classic ones they hold in your hand. I played a Mandate of Heaven. It was a big deal for my Magic because it got an insane graphical overhaul. Just has a certain aesthetic.
Yeah, it's where
I've
they
always
got the
liked.
like live action.
Yeah, I actually always really liked it. I don't know if live action is the right word, but just the way the faces and like the environments were drawn, or like the stills at least. Obviously, the actual dungeons and stuff were like boxes. But you get like inside somebody's house, and there's just this really, really nice GIF of like the inside of a house with like a fire going. I just always really liked it, but we just kind of the technology's kind of like made it impossible to do that right again.
We need to go find however the heck they made that one Titanic adventure game.
Oh yeah. I bought the ticket, buddy. I'll do what I want.
That I also owned that for some reason.
Weird.
And
why would you have
obviously
that?
as a dumb child had no idea what to do in it.
You're supposed to stop the boat from sinking. I don't even know.
You do a lot in that game actually. I think you stop it like the best ending is that you like stop both world wars from happening.
Wow, that's impressive for one night on the Titanic. Do you teach Hitler how to like?
Hold on, let me go down this rabbit hole pretty quickly.
Please
show
do.
Hitler how to do death.
Yeah, say adventure at a time.
But he said he's sorry.
Oh yeah, the barrelmen. Not really sure what the barrelmen are.
If you keep the bad guy from getting a necklace or a like priceless statue, the group that was going to assassinate Franz Ferdinand does not get financed, so World War I never happens. If you get a painting out of the Titanic, it turns out it's Hitler's courtyard of the old residency, which makes him become a famous artist because it's like the Mona Lisa. It gets like its own mythology because it survived the sinking. So he just stays an artist.
That's amazing.
And if you get this other character's notebook, it gets given to the Russian Tsar, so Stalin, Lenin, and Trotsky are all executed, and the Russian Revolution never occurred.
What the?
Whoa.
A lot of important things happened on his boat. No Stalin or Lenin?
That's insane.
That's before getting into like the like a pretty like it's a really fucking in-depth game actually.
I wonder if they ever
Stein
made
eating your
Rayman
heart
shoes.
out.
Go Rayman,
Also, the
go.
crabs can hurt you.
Yeah, I already showed that off. You can't kill him though. Oh jeez.
I gotta stop looking at the floor. It's making me nauseous.
This kills the crab.
I need forget mods that like fix the texture shredding. I need to increase it. I want it to go up.
Not for this game.
I want
but
the
can
texture
almost
warping to be
guarantee
stronger.
I need all the textures replaced with GIFs.
it. Oh,
Yeah, wow, we already got the super robot theme. I love this. Oh, the robot theme is so good.
why this robot looks like we didn't install Counter-Strike Source.
I'd like to point out in other versions, they had gun sounds besides the Star Wars blaster sound.
Yeah, but sounds are
Damn,
really
Jack.
big.
Damn, Billy, May the 4th just happened. Why didn't you play a Star Wars game? No.
I don't like Star Wars.
There are 4 lights.
And I'd want to see someone like blind play Jedi Knight just to see how they react to the full motion video. That'd be about it.
The only thing I know about Jedi Knight is there's some lady in a cloak that's like super opinionated and everybody likes to talk about her.
That's Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, see, look,
Yeah,
you can't just keep
totally.
using the word knight in
I
Star Wars. Rayman, you
It's
need to
Hodor.
breathe for some reason.
Ah, he has
I'm
lungs.
pretty sure if Creo was in Jedi Knight, Kyle would just tell her to eat a dick and blast her head off.
Hmm.
No time for this
Her- her-
nonsense. I gotta go stop the Dark Trooper project.
Kyle
You're
says he's
right.
not a Jedi. and then
Piranhas are coming to
proceeds do
take my
Jedi
air
things.
bubbles. Nice to meet you too, by the way. Thanks.
He's just a
Did
dude
this
with a gun.
jabroni
with
have a
some
name?
questions.
No, I need that. I need air to live.
For some reason. Maybe all of his internal organs are just like,
In his head?
I guess.
Possibly.
You gotta keep following the guy that paid for his gotcha.
Would explain why Rayman is such a goober.
Maybe it's like this is a long shot. It's like an ethereal thing. Or oh no, I'm gonna not breathe. Dang, immediate.
Just explode.
I don't remember if this
Piranhas
whale
are
introduces
coming.
itself or not.
Piranhas are coming to take my farts. Possibly blowhole secretions. Kind of just appear near him.
Wait, how did this whale not die if it was trapped underwater? I don't think these whales
Whales
know.
can last a pretty long time underwater.
I don't think these pirates know a lot about whales, which is interesting considering they're pirates.
They're robot pirates.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, it is less than I thought. It's 90 minutes, I believe, is the longest recorded.
No! Oh, you scare them away with your shot. I just figured they were in the or didn't seem to be hitting them. Oh, that's
Skedaddle.
Why do they even want the air bubbles? You freaking piranhas!
Yeah, they like.
Fish need oxygen too.
Yeah, they have gills for that, wise guy. Oh, swim faster, Rayman.
Piranhas get a bad rap in fiction, but you know what really needs a worse rap in fiction? Is catfish. Those things are fucking assholes.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I know
Generally
some catfish
ornery.
are...
They're very, very rough skinned.
I mean, I've caught quite a few catfish. I actually kind of like holding on to them. This slime gets
Heard-
everywhere, though.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that some catfish are apparently man-eaters.
Yeah, the big ones are pretty.
They're also kind of hard to hold.
Noodling is actually extremely dangerous.
Really?
As far as trying to fish goes. Like, you're in a dirty river trying to catch a creature like made of sandpaper. Like, definitely take some antibiotics when you get home.
We're already at the... Wait, what? What about the temple? Wow.
We're here?
We skipped a whole level.
This is gonna be like 3. It's gonna be way shorter than we expected.
I'm Rayman.
Although in this case, I think it's just because the specific port is shorter.
Nothing to me. What do you want?
I have to gather together the 4 masks to bring Policus back. This is our last chance to chase the pirates away.
How am I to know that you are not simply a thief? Only your strength
Pinky
and
promise?
bravery can convince me.
Everybody knows thieves can't be brave.
What about Sly Cooper? He's a pretty brave guy.
He's okay.
Look, I ain't got the
did that
balls
one
to go
try.
fight some.
Oh man, that was quite a
Wow.
fight.
I ain't got the balls to go fight some giant metal bird man. That's immortal, solely because he hates my family that much.
Yeah, but he made a heist. He heisted all the tools to do it.
Yeah, there's an entire level called Sanctuary of like Ice and Water. That's on like the beach and has some really good music. We're just done. We just got it.
It melted.
Global warming. I do recognize the stained glass texture from 3. They use that.
Yeah. Good looking though. You got the touch. You got the power.
It's the O on my chest. It stands for Rayman. Somebody
think that's
stop
how it
me.
works. Looks like a very distressed turnip.
He's dead.
Somebody stop him, please.
Somebody stop them.
Ooh. That's a good looking background.
There's Policus. This is God.
He's just a guy.
He's just a really weird looking guy with a big hat and no shoes. You think God could afford some shoes?
Rayman, don't put that mask on. It'll get canceled.
Like, this is, of any depiction of like a creator deity, this has got to be one of the weirder ones. Dude has a belt, pants, no shoes, and a big like magician's hat.
I can think of one.
He didn't even change that
Lay
much
it on me.
in Origins. He just loses the hat and gets a beard.
Is he like a frog thing, or?
Kind of.
I see.
So the story is that Polycus dreams up everything, which is why he's always asleep.
Oh, okay. He's a demiurge,
Which is why he's always asleep.
or the monomyth behind Elder Scrolls. It's not in any of the actual games.
And when he has nightmares is when bad things happen. Although I don't think he created the pirates.
Hoff, what were you gonna say?
Hoff wasn't going to say
I w-
anything.
I was gonna say CH Greenblatt as himself in Chowder.
Oh yeah. With the puppet.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of a dude.
I guess technically that's a creator deity, yeah.
Time to lose. They're looking for the second. I hope you've got
150?
No.
to unjam the door.
No more
Yes, I
animation. It's highway robbery. You guys do anything besides open doors?
No!
Is guarded by a stone
Fair enough.
Lee communicated with his spirit.
Like, do you not want your doors open?
Oh! Okay, again, I have to bring up the differing versions.
A good piece of news.
The second boss isn't even a boss. You're gonna stand on his head and he's gonna walk through some lava for you. In this game, I guess they felt like justifying it. They say Lee already talked to him and said, yo, Rayman's cool, just let him have the mask. Oh, we're already at Menor Hills? How many levels have we skipped?
I gotta go look this up now. Hang on.
Maybe I should have played the PC version. I didn't think they were gonna matter this much.
It is but half the game.
Like, yeah, we're already
Wait, I
missing at least 2 levels.
Hang on, I thought Menor Hills did come after the first, right after the first boss.
Are you sure? For some reason, it just feels like it came later.
I'm pretty sure it did.
I wish Walking Shells came back. I always liked
All
those
right.
guys.
I'm just gonna look at some things here. So, first release of Nintendo 64, compatible with the expansion pack, MIDI format. Next was the Windows version, pretty much the same. Dreamcast, certain environments and the final boss modified and bonus minigames added. PlayStation version developed by Ubisoft Shanghai. Graphics downgraded.
Yes.
Game has a new layout. Some levels have been, hidden areas have been removed. World map is slightly different and contains a bonus prototype of an early 2D version.
Huh.
PS2
I already tell
version
this is
got
different.
some new levels. DS version that's a port of the 64 version.
Oh yeah, this was on DS.
And then both the iOS and 3DS versions are ports of the Dreamcast version.
There's an iOS? Who's buying this on their phone?
Well, Ubisoft tried to do a lot with phone games, like putting actual games on your phone.
I remember there was a time people were like, yo, once these phones get a bit better, we could be playing like real, like we wouldn't have to sacrifice, you know, portability for like, we could really, and then all it does is play like gacha games. Like, great, thanks.
Yeah, the well, your iPhones can legally have emulators now, so they got that.
That,
going
you know
for
what,
them.
yeah.
And then came Genshin Impact.
Oh no, it didn't.
Genshin just saw, I've already forgotten. Breath of the Wild and was like, wait, we can do this. I remember Teach played it out of curiosity. It was basically just Breath of the Wild, but they put a gacha in it. Sorry, caged critter. The camera in this game ain't good enough to, like, try and hunt you down.
I think it's behind that locked door.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need a bomb.
Okay, see a bomb. Murphy a bomb.
See you in Rayman 4. Oh. I love these little dudes.
Oh, he's a rocket. I thought he was like a light for a second.
Like a light bulb? No, it's like a walking rocket. Strike a pose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Okay, I think you
riding,
gotta
jump off them.
Riding missiles kills you.
Do not recreate the ending of Doctor Strangelove.
But you have to admit, that is a killer way to go out.
Whoops. Hang in there, little dude.
Whoa. Hold on there, Jethro.
Pirates are dead.
Clark, so it was you who wiped out all these pirates. Only 20 pirates against you?
Yo, Clark.
Who also never shows up again.
Buddy, you wanna arm wrestle?
Hey, you don't look so good. Are you hurt?
Must have swallowed something bad for me. To get better, I need some life potion. It's hidden in the kingdom.
We're already
of the
heading to the
dead.
land, the kingdom of the dead? Jeez.
It's said that the door to the kingdom is near here. But I'm too weak to reach it.
Near here. Hold on. I'm going to find the entrance and bring back the elixir.
Thanks, little buddy.
Hopefully they didn't change the music.
So it's not the Cave of Bad Dreams this time.
Oh yeah, that was what it was. Oh, the cave absolutely... That level still terrifies me. We're just going to it,
No.
okay.
Oh.
Let's see what terrified Billy, folks.
Oh
Or
no, this
maybe not,
level,
'cause
when
maybe
you're like
different.
7 or 8, Cave of Bad Dreams is absolutely terrifying. We're just here. Okay,
I'm
wow,
confused.
okay. This game is skipping so much.
You were supposed to find the entrance
Yeah, you
near
gotta
the
go
marsh.
back to the swamp level first. Apparently Rayman can just travel to the afterlife at will.
That sounds like him.
Which is pretty good.
I think how it works is anytime Belucas has a nightmare, this is where it goes. So this place is full of monsters and like crabby hands.
Played too much Silent Hill in the room.
Lost in the sauce.
The most terrifying thing I could think of, a river of lean.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop referring to bodies of purple as lean and bodies of green as Monster Energy or Mountain Dew. And I know I'm like the prime vector for that, but...
Yeah, that's literally in your thumbnail for the
It
Spyro
is, I
video.
know.
Just trying to get the identity stolen or something?
Okay, fine. It's a sea of grape Kool-Aid.
cough medicine.
Purple Drake.
What do you?
Just
I've got
lean.
That's
I've
lean,
got some
dummy.
bad news.
Oh no.
Oh, no, cough medicine is just
Well,
lean
so
too.
is cough medicine.
Whatever. It's hard.
I'm going in
Comedy is
circles.
hard. Dying is easy.
But we're already on this music.
And here's these things.
Dark crystal ass. Wait, no, these are something I would find at Monster Rancher. This is
I mean,
like
these
some
are basically
horrific
just like
Suezo
Suki but with
mutation.
arms. I'm pretty sure that's what the little yellow dude is called.
Suezos.
Bezos, okay. Must be thinking of something.
He got the key.
Top five Suezos.
Jesus, this level's going by in a flash.
I may very well just have
Original-
to. I may do this as a one-off and switch to the PC version.
That'd be neat.
I think
You
that's
can
what I'm
see
gonna
the-
do because we're missing a lot.
Oh no, the section is still here.
That's just like an evil centipede.
It's the black bow from Majora's Mask.
You probably need to. It's an older PC game though, so you may need to fiddle with it to make sure it can stream and works. And all
That's
that
true. I
jazz.
wonder how I would get it actually. Oh yeah, and then there's just these PNGs of eyeballs all over the place, and they like hurt you. You can just shoot them.
Huh.
They're raising your
I guess some
memory.
people are afraid of eyeballs.
I mean, if a
Not really
giant
sure
eyeball's
why.
bouncing towards you, that's kind of scary. I don't know.
What if there's a hand carrying the skull?
I mean, yeah, giant hands can be frightening. Smack you around.
People always talk about how scary Wallmaster is.
I mean, it is. It just grabs you and yeets you.
I'm trying to get
Or the freaking, what is it, dead hand? Whatever other Zelda enemy makes people piss themselves.
the one that like comes out of the toilet, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, there it was.
No, that's a separate thing. That's just a hand that's in the toilet.
Oh, okay.
With the
Oh, no.
minor subquest of if you give it any sort of letter that exists in the game, he'll use it as toilet paper and give you like a heart container.
Based.
What were y'all thinking about?
The mini boss with the zombie hands.
Dead
Uh,
hand.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty terrifying.
The well lady that screams
Yeah,
at you.
the well monster.
Yeah, that's the dead hand.
Yeah.
Oof.
One of the few things I get that scared children.
Like I've talked about before, the one thing that really got me when I was younger was the gulper fish from Yoshi's Island.
Dude, when I went into the graveyard and I found the re-dead, and I was like, why is this dead corpse just sitting here? And then it just screams at you and starts like ripping your head off. I was like, oh, this
Oh
did
well,
scare me.
the gulper fish and then this level. Very scary. Wow, the range.
Yeah,
of those.
unfortunately, I don't have any of those that are like weird. The zombies from Conquer spooked me a little because they're pretty detailed for a Nintendo 64 game, but that's something reasonable, kind of reasonable to be afraid of. And have any of those like random things I was particularly frightened by.
The only game that's really scared me as an adult was the Dead
I
Space.
convinced myself courage was going to scare me, and it never actually happened.
I can't think of anything. The Spirit of the Harvest Moon. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty spooky, but I wasn't like hiding under the covers.
Yeah.
One thing that actually got me when I was a child, I would stop my ears when my parents were watching it, was the X-Files theme. I was absolutely terrified of that song.
Oh, it's so good. It's a haunting melody.
Hey, Lamau.
I didn't know nothing about the show because, like, you know, it's a show for grown-ups. Little Billy isn't allowed to watch it. I just know I didn't like the theme song.
I had surprisingly very little of that in my life. The only thing was my mom did not like me watching Adult Swim, but my dad didn't give a crap.
Fair enough.
And
I
that was back in the day. Although to be fair, that was back in the day when there was a lot tamer fare. Like I think the most extreme thing on it was like King of the Hill. Like that was
My
back
mother
when
walked in. The episode where Billy is cursed has like a mummy's curse in Billy and Mandy, and where he's like, cockroaches are coming out of the shower head while he's using it.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't notice, and he like, you know, swallows some water in his mouth and spits it out. But it's like cockroaches. She saw that and she said, "I don't think I want you guys watching that show anymore." We'll do Cave, and then I think this will be a one-off. I think I'll have to see how to get the PC version. Or maybe I'll just do the PS2 version. Oh no, what? We don't get the...
Well, you do.
I think the 64 one may also, but emulating 64 is kind of a...
You gotta have the overlay. This game's gotta have it. Okay, good. Yeah, look at this.
There it is.
When you're like 8,
Yeah, this is pretty, yeah.
and when he gets close enough to you, he like actually... Yeah, he just does that to you.
Oh. That's pretty frightening. I'll give you that one. 8-year-old Billy. Still kind of a pussy for being afraid of the X-Files theme, though.
Those things just stop you in your tracks.
You're running straight into what appears to be naturally occurring glass.
Glass? Real glass?
Try me a Rayman.
Crystal.
Good grief.
You're destroying the world's supply of, I don't know, quartz crystals.
Say this. For me, it was the...
I will say one thing in this game is, like, not in this game's favor is that...
Do I gotta redo the whole cave? I may just cut it here.
Let's
Okay,
see.
good.
Oh, okay.
This is actually pretty bad.
What voyage? Maybe a translation thing. They may have meant to say journey.
I mean, you can use void as a generic.
You meet the god of the dead and he's French. Not even god of the dead, really. Like, I guess he's like in charge of nightmares or something.
I mean, it's not... I didn't expect it to be French.
I just didn't. Heaven is Chinese and hell is French.
Well, you know what they call orgasms in France?
No, actually, what?
La petite mort.
Yeah.
Weird, but all right. Jeez.
That sounds like something France would do.
Yeah, they love dying.
Well, my little cauliflower is a term of endearment.
Is that real? I feel like TF2, but I just made that up.
No way.
How do you become a little cauliflower? Okay.
Well, you start. Well, my understanding of how plants work is they start off small and grow larger.
Yeah, but they're massive.
They are pretty big, actually, like an entire cauliflower.
I also don't feel like that would be very endearing. Like, cauliflowers are kind of ugly. They're tasty, but they're ugly.
Pretty tasty.
Slap some barbecue sauce on it and almost tastes
Barbecue,
like chicken.
whoa, slow down. Kind of defeating the purpose of having, eating a plant. It's supposed to make it good for you.
I know, it's just kind of funny. Shoot the skull.
Look, the picture.
see the skull. I cannot do the rest of this rant and still have Billy's channel be on the air.
This section also kind of sucks. It's just kind of slow.
You just have to get close to him.
Good luck fighting what appears to be concept art Mike Wazowski.
Billy, you have to slide into his DMs. It's the only way.
I ain't getting in this thing, Steve. What are you talking about?
For starters, it's a death demon. For twos, it's French. Look at this fucking GIF fire.
Was this not made in a time before DMs were a thing?
I think they did this weird thing called
I'm pretty sure there was something with private messaging by now. It's like 2000.
Texting was the thing, right?
Oh.
2000, yeah.
Oh, come on, Rayman. Get over there.
You don't have it.
Come on, Rayman.
Yeah. When did they come up with the radio talk thing?
When did they come
that
up
was
with the
super
radio,
popular?
man?
Like on phones, though, where they're like, yeah, do the freaking push to
You mean
talk
Bluetooth?
radio thing. No, man, we're
Text messaging was invented in 1992.
Oh, come on, Rayman. Don't do this to me. Oh, Rayman, you suck!
Oh, wait.
Although you weren't really like commercially doing text messaging until about like 2000, 2001. The random shit we look up on these streams.
It's better than dead silence.
Not mad, it's just kind of funny.
It's good to learn. Look, as long as we ain't looking up, like, how many Rayman fanfics are there?
Don't test me.
I don't know, man. The number of fairies is actually probably higher than you'd think. I've said it before and I'll say it
Okay,
again.
you
Edith
said it.
Up can get it, alright?
Alright, let's see here.
Come again?
News.
God damn it. He isn't.
Not even the worst thing fanfics for. The AEW one will probably be the weirdest one, because that's like real people. This just seems weird.
330, not a lot.
Huh.
And
about-
seems to be.
I think we
Seems
may
to be
be
one of
able
those
to
kinds
actually,
of
this may be the perfect part to end this, because we can get the bad end. If they kept it in, of course. Look at all the Aztec gold.
Rayman would never do this. Shaking my head.
Not even really sure what he would buy with it. This doesn't seem like the kind of society that has like any trade in it.
Really spectacular gold.
Truly is an impressive bow.
You have defeated me. My treasure belongs to you.
Oh, cool.
Take what you want.
Is this what the pirates are looking
I'd probably take some as a souvenir, even if we lived in the non-currency
Oh, you can't get the bad end?
You ran all those risks for a friend? Your folly amuses me.
Yeah, I want to turn into a skeleton curse.
This is the elixir of life. Hold on to it with great care.
Thank you.
Also never shows up again.
Thank you, Nightmare Man, who was weirdly friendly after we beat the crap out of him.
Hey, that's how demons work, man. We beat his challenge.
We didn't even fight him.
If you solve my trials 3.
You go to a place called Land of the Livid Dead in Origins, but that's something entirely different, and this dude never shows up.
It's also in 3.
Oh yeah, but it's also a lot different. And full of dead teensies. Whatever, I think I'll have to try and get either the PS2 re-release or the PC version to work, because this game's missing like 4 levels.
Or Nintendo 64 is an option.
Oh yeah,
as well.
that's true.
But 64 emulation is a bitch and a half.